What's up, guys? It has been a minute. I am back with another video today. I just want to give some updates. I know it has been 5 months since I posted my last long video, but I have truly been in a season of isolation. If you go back and look at a video that I posted a few months ago, I posted a video talking about the season of isolation. Now, I truly had a goal to be in season of isolation, right? But I didn't think that my season of isolation was going to be being isolated from social media. That's the crazy thing. Like, that's mind-blowing. I end up being isolated from social media. And it's crazy. Like, you know how you plan stuff and you try to do things the way that you intend on doing it. Like, my season of isolation was, focusing on other things. Like, I did what I said I was going to do for the most part with the season of isolation, but I didn't think that I was going to isolate myself from social media. That was the part that I didn't realize I was going to do. And it was much needed, to be honest, because for the growth that I was trying to have and some of the different things that I was trying to accomplish. I'm sorry, I had to get my tripod because that was doing a little too much trying to hold this camera. But, yeah, I was truly in a season. I didn't think my season of isolation was going to be not coming on social media. I barely posted on Facebook, IG. Like, I hardly posted on nothing for like 5 months. Facebook, probably something once every 2 months, but I truly went into the season of isolation and it benefited me so much. Sometimes you truly need that and you don't realize it, but I was so overconsumed with things, like trying to help my son with different things. And then, I got into some different hobbies, and there have been some big changes in our household and in my family. So we have truly went through a drastic change, and it's so crazy because when I talk about going into a season of isolation, when I posted that video, I think I posted that video in October or November of last year. When I talked about that, I had intentions. I wanted to see a drastic change in something. And that is what I had to do to see a drastic change. I got tired of being in the same cycle, okay, with different things, and something had to give. As far as financial wise. In the end of November, it's so crazy. At the end of November, I end up signing up with this girl to be my mentor. She was my mentor. I got back into the trading and investing world. I said I would never invest or trade anymore, ever, but I end up doing it. And I said that because in 2020, when 2020 first hit, we were all just practically sitting at the house. So I wanted to learn a new skill. So I taught myself how to trade Forex and got a mentor. I didn't pay for the mentorship, but I got access to the mentorship material through this girl that was very passionate about it. She was a institutional trader, and she traded Forex and some other things. And so I got the best of the best material, but my mind just was not clicking. It was not processing what I was learning. I was so confused. I wish I could show y'all my notebook. Matter of fact, let me go get it. Hold on. Okay. So this is my first trading journal. And that's another thing with me too. Like, I am a jack of all trades. Like, I am skilled in so many different things. I have so many different interests. So that's also why I had to take a step back from social media and focus on like that personal growth, that personal development, all that. So this is my trading journal from 2020. Trading journal, always bring value, Forex journey. When I tell you I have so many notes, man, I wasn't playing, y'all. I was like, and then I got other side hustle stuff in here. Oh Lord. But look at this. You see it, you see the dedication. It's my trading journal. Trading strategies to back test. Like, it got really technical. Oh, I wish I could show y'all. Oh, here. Now, this right here, this is like the technical stuff. Like, I was not playing games, y'all. Like, I had notes after notes after notes. Do you see the candlesticks? Like, y'all, I was not playing in 2020. So anyway, I was studying every night for months and months and months. And at the time, my son was still really little. He was 1. He had just turned 1 around this time. And this was so technical. It was like I had a lot of going on with still adjusting to being a new mom with a hyperactive child. And trying to do this and still trying to work, and COVID was going on. And I got burnt out, so I quit. And I said, I will never trade again. I literally told myself that. I didn't want to have anything to do with the stock market. If I saw content dealing with trading or the stock market, not interested. I didn't even look at it anymore. I got so burnt out. And this was not my intention. My intention was to grow and develop. But also, yeah, I already told y'all I didn't have the intention to not post on social media for 5 months. Like, I rarely ever posted like that. But I didn't have the intention of learning to trade because I said I would never want to learn how to trade again. And I came across this girl who teaches trading. She has been trading for a long time. I want to say she's been trading at least 8 years or so. Could be a little longer. And she was talking about, the strategy that she used and the type of trading she did. And it was a form of options trading. I never knew about options trading, but not just any options trading. It's trading covered calls. So you may want to look into that. But I listened to her and listened to her story and how she became successful doing that and how she was able to retire early. And, usually when you come across these different things on the internet, it's like, okay, this may work, this may not work. This is the first thing. I've tried so many different things. This is the first thing that has actually worked for me and that I'm successful in and that I'm going to continue to do. I'm a weekly trader and a successful trader. And things are going great, even through this economy, how things are going up and down, up and down. Everything I do is low risk. And of course, you have to have different sources. You can do trading, you can do something else, this, that, and the other. But that was an extra skill that I added to my list of things to do. Just another skill I have that I can take with me, that no one can take from me. It's a skill set that's going to allow me to retire early. So anyway, went through an intensive 6-week mentorship, finished in January. And then by the time my birthday hit, I said, okay, I want to have such and such account open. I want to have this much invested, this and the other. I wrote everything on paper. Everything came into existence. I made smart decisions because I said, I want to go into 2025 with a different mindset. I want to go into 2025 getting ahead. I don't want to be in the same cycle financially. And I don't want to be in the same cycle in other ways too, but financially, I noticed I was in the same cycle and I was like, something has to give. So I followed my gut, invested in the mentorship, went through the mentorship, was successful. Everything went great. And I am so thankful to this day that I took that leap of faith, because I was this close to not doing it. But I was like, something kept telling me, my first mind kept telling me, go ahead and get in the mentorship. Just try it out. And I'm so glad that I did. So that's working out good. So yeah, I'm a investor and I trade, and I know how to trade in this crazy market with your president. You know, that's not stopping me. Everything's still going good. But I'm just saying that to say that's a skill that no one can take away from me. And money isn't everything. You have to, you know, have other tools, like having other skills and stuff, because you need to have other forms of currency too, except for money. Like you need to know how to grow things like that. So I'm gonna get into that too, okay? But oh, that feels so good. I said I would never trade again, and I'm trading every week now successfully and making a profit every week. So if you want to trade, look into trading covered calls, okay? And it's not as technical, but so that's one of the things I'm doing now. I've grown so much in that. Well, anytime I had like little extra, because I said, okay, I see how things are going, how people are losing their jobs. People, you know, there was so much going on with people financially. I said, I've got to do something, make a drastic change. So doing that is going to set me up to get way ahead in a very short time period. And I'm already way more ahead now than what I would have been if I never started trading and investing. Okay, so that part, I have a lot of growth from doing that. So that's what I had been doing for a couple months. And now I pretty much feel like I've mastered it. I also started a hobby of growing things. I saw what was going on in the grocery stores and just all this different stuff that's going on. If you know, you know, you know. So I end up getting a banana. I'm actually looking at it right now. I got a banana pepper plant and 2 jalapeno pepper plants, okay? So I've grown a couple of banana peppers. I'll show you a video of it. My jalapenos, they're like about that small right now. And then, I'm growing some greens too, some kale greens. And my onions, they're not doing anything. I don't know what's going on with my onions. I never ever thought that I would attempt to grow something, but like I'm really out here growing stuff, y'all. And that has been going good. So that's another new hobby I have, and it's a skill that I need to learn anyway. So I'm just learning as I go, using internet sources, asking people that are skilled in that questions, and learning along the way. So that's another way that I have grown a lot since being here. Throughout my season of isolation, I've been focusing more on my son, getting him more resources, and he has grown so much within a short time period. Like, he is improving in so many more things, socially, all that, okay? So I had to focus on myself, personal growth, my son, all that. And then check this out. I started investing in herbs and stuff. Around January, I start getting heavy on the herbs for my household. We take these as a family. So I have like the divine iron, nourishing nerves, all these different herbs. And those are powerful. And I cannot see myself ever living without herbs again. Okay. So we've been on the herb thing, and let me show you my plants. Okay. Look, do you hear the birds? Like, peaceful. Okay, check this out. Check this out. That's my banana pepper. And then I have one growing all weird. And then these are, I gotta get a bigger pot. I actually have a bigger pot. I just haven't gotten it yet. But when I get it, I'm gonna replant these. I'm gonna replant these in the pots that my friend will be giving me. That's my kale. And then this, I'm gonna have to repot this too, but these are my jalapenos. Like, as you can see, they're starting to come in. Like, I have a lot of them coming in. I'm trying to see if I can find, oh, like this one. Oh, yes. This one right here, do you see that? Yeah, they're coming in, but I've never been known to have a green thumb, but I'm just putting in the work. So that is what I have been doing. Just focusing on my family, focusing on growth within myself and all that, and everything is like, not saying that everything is perfect, but I'm already up on another level. Like, I'm just bettering myself, and I'm not coming on here to show off. Like, this took a lot of hard work, dedication, sacrifice, but mostly I'm just putting this on here for motivation for anyone that feels like they want to give up on themselves, and to kind of just keep up with my journey too, So, but other than that, still taking things one day at a time, and that's all we can do, So now it is May, and I'm just so proud of myself. I cannot wait to see how far we're going to come along by the time December hits, because it was so crazy, because the end of last year, I just had a desire, like it was just a really big urge, a really big desire to make a drastic change, and I made some drastic changes. Okay, and it is changing me and my family's life for the better. I'm not saying that everything is perfect, but I'm just thinking about if I had have never made any changes last year, the sacrifices that I made last year, doing this mentorship, all that kind of stuff. I basically would have been in the same place, I would have been in the same rotation, the same cycle that I've got tired of being in. So, yeah, just a lot of growth. That's what I've been up to. And, so, and then as far as like, okay, let's talk about my health. That has not been perfect, but one day at a time. That has been one of the things I have struggled with for a long time. So I'm taking baby steps on that to overcome some things that I have been dealing with as far as that, but it is a lot better than what it was at one time a couple months ago. Like, just having better habits, like rarely eating out. This week we haven't eaten out at all. Last week we only ate out on Saturday, and we basically just been eating at home and eating a lot of fruit, like plums. Like I got these country plums, and this is how they look. It's this guy that's local that has a lot of plum trees, and he sells them. But these are some of the country plums. They look like cherry tomatoes, but they're country plums, like the ones like my grandma used to have on her tree. And so yeah, that's what's been up. I changed the channel name to Demaria Unfiltered because, like, I really want to show you the real raw me. I don't necessarily know what's in store, but I'm just gonna share what I feel that I need to share with you all along the way. I know this was kind of long, but it kind of had to be, just because it was a much needed update of what has been going on the last 5, probably 6 months that I have not been posting. So, yeah, I just had to fall back on some things because, like, I would have been going crazy trying to post on here all the time and this, that, and the other. But hey, I'm just going to post whatever makes me happy on here. And thank you for watching. If you watched this long to the very end, you are a real one. So anyway, I hope this motivates and inspire you. And if you have had some growth since last year or reached some type of goal, it doesn't matter how big or small it was, like, please share that with me. I would love to see what you have accomplished within this time. All right, bye.